Oh,
Hello, this is Sophia Ligel, and I'm with my dear friend and soul sister Emily.
light singer.
And yeah. And we met like 2 years ago in Sedona, and she's part of the Light Language Collective. And I wanted to share a video together and a light language transmission together for all of you. And we've been talking about a lot of things. We've been talking about judgment, compassion, humility, and I just wanted to, yeah, to bring this forward for all of you. So, if you wanna just share about your journey, say who you are, also your work, the work that you do.
Oh, hello to everyone. Hello and great joy and love to be sitting and singing and being with you, Sophie. What a real gift it has been to be able to connect and learn, grow, and share with you. Thank you so much. So I'm Emily M, and as you are Light Jewel, I've also been named Light Singer. So I'm Emily Light Singer, and it's for me the journey to light language. Um, I didn't even really know what it was. It was something that started coming forth, and um, I didn't judge it at first. It's interesting. We had this conversation about judging, right? At first, I thought it was so much fun, and I didn't even question it. And it took really deepening into it when that was like, oh, this is something that gives you a sense of purpose and identity and joy. Great. Like first it was just that playfulness. It was like this, the young Emily was sharing
Mm.
herself again. And she was in the trees, and she's talking to her imaginary friends, and she's listening, and she's playing, and she's moving all around. And it was that energy that really rebirthed inside of me that got me excited about um, whatever this was, curious and excited. And so I didn't even refer to it as light language until the workshop that you and I met at, Sophie. I didn't call it that. I had looked up other channelings. I really appreciate the writings of Barbara Marcinac from the Pleiadian Collective. And there were um, some star guidance and some extraterrestrial information that was coming in that started to really um, ground in and feel right. Like it's when you follow your passion without expectation for where it's going to lead you. It led me to light language. And through all of these different other channels, other pioneers in this work of creating and calling down and bringing forth the new earth frequencies. So for me, it has always been very attached to song and to sound. And what you're naming about judgment, like I'm not always in tune. It's not always what I'm hearing coming through. And there's these moments of saying, oh, like that's not good enough, that's not right. And still recognizing that it brought me to tears, or that someone that heard it said, oh, that's so peaceful. Do you ever think that you should be doing this all over the world in different places? And I think, yes, I do. So just to quickly touch on where I think this work has moved is that first it was coming through for myself. Then it was coming through in when I was a professional massage therapist. My hands would be signing things that I just didn't necessarily know, but it felt appropriate, like moving energy around, speaking things under my breath. Then songs in English and in light language were coming in while when I said, if people were welcoming to it. And they also had, again, a response and a resonance to what was coming through, things that I didn't know that they were feeling or working through, and it had landed for them. And then now I think where it's continuing to evolve and what is exciting to me is something that I refer to as elemental therapy, or being an elemental therapist. And I do want to say this, like, this is, it's, I want to say that without a certain sense of bravado around therapy, because I think in the most rewarding therapeutic relationships, it is a collaboration between the person that is holding, is part of the container that helps you feel secure and helps create the shift that you would like for yourself, or the space, or the energies that you move through. And so this is, for me, it's recognizing that I'm part of a spiritual team, that I, because I'm here in 3D in this current time, in this moment, that isn't to say there isn't so much more, and that, it's again a collaborative work. But where I am in my space, if I tune in and I listen to the elementals and to other guidance as well, to that there is something that accentuates and enhances what needs shifting in the moment, transmuting. Just like when we store stress or trauma in our body, it creates dis-ease. We are helping the planet transmute energies that have been heavy or toxifying, and the pain of our ancestors, or the pain of the legacy of the earth having value only for ourselves. And so by bringing through tones, sounds, whistling, spoken song prayers, that's really, it's my contribution to this great, brave, beautiful work that we're all doing now to anchor in earth.
Thank you. Wow.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
beautiful. Thank you so much.
It was so exciting when we sang together, and the whole, like, literally, like coming together in community, as frightening as it was to stand up and say, this is what I do too. It really continued. It also was a joyful assurance that this
Yeah.
is something that will be the next stage in our evolution. That the empaths, the intuitives, the weirdos, the spiritual healers, those who are calling back to them the remembrance of skills, talents, and connections with so much more than what we see with these eyes. It just it increases the importance of being yourself and being who you are fully, and listening to your heart, and listening to what's coming through for you, without judgment, or without the judgment that inhibits you or limits what your expression is.
Yeah, without making it or labeling it as right or wrong, and just as we were speaking about, in accepting it in full acceptance, in our wholeness and fullness. The other day I was walking in the forest, and it came really clear how important this era of empaths and highly sensitives is right now, because as we are reweaving ourselves into the web,
Yes,
as we
yes.
are remembering, right, our true belonging, and our origin in a way. The way we do this is through our emotional body, through our limbic resonance. And as an empath, or as a highly sensitive, this is how you connect to a tree. This is how you connect to a flower, through love, through our emotions. And so this is why is a way forward. And I understood at a deeper level why right now the empaths will lead the way, because they are the highly in tune with the emotional body and the emotional world that we for so long have repressed and disconnected from.
And devalued.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Your screen cut. There we go.
Hi. It was like, let that land for a minute.
Yes.
It's powerful, and it's that's an incredibly powerful reflection. And this is kind of a silly thing. I watched a movie last night, and it was Detective Pikachu, a Pokemon movie. I'd never seen it before. Why I bring this up is that they were saying, like, in a moment of need, he spoke and he said, "Oh, like, can you get me a healer?" And this person that he was with said, "They don't know what you're saying." And he said, "But they understand feeling." And so we're beginning to have this awareness that even, with our creature friends, our other family, um, our animal family, they feel, right? And so does everything else. And yet we've gone so much into this logical science mind, where we said that's not enough, and we haven't valued the ecstatic bliss that comes from being also animal and tree and earth, wind, like air. We are an elemental being, and we've, as you said, there's been a separation that we are collectively healing from, and remembering our origins.
Yes.
Thank you for naming that so powerfully.
Yes. Thank you. So, I wanted to do a light language transmission together. And we could start by maybe you starting and then I follow and then see what comes through.
And we have
And then I know we spoke about mainly bringing a light transmission in alignment with compassion and humility. And was there something else?
integration.
And integration. Yes, beautiful. That's perfection. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's so
Thank you so
good.
much for this opportunity.
Yes. Oh my God. I've been like so looking forward to have this connection. Would you like to start?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. And I'll look forward to taking a walk in the forest with you at some time as well. So there might be some cat meows as well. My animal friend Abby is on my lap, and she does enjoy light language. I'll add that just for a quick moment. One of the things that was the most encouraging, and maybe some of you can relate as well, is that when I first started singing and bringing through light language, the way that animals, and particularly this friend that I live with, Abby, responded, that gave me courage, in a way that I did not have for myself. She loves it. And so, here's this feeling creature understanding the prayers of my heart, and it deepened our connection. So I offer that as well, that it was the other family member that really helped me feel like gave me the confidence to continue.
Yeah, thank you.
On that note, thank you so much. I was like, oh, I'm going to share that too, just because she's
Yeah, so important, such an important part. Yes.
Oh. Can you pause it? My roommate just came home and I hear him. Maya yo ya ya sha ya ya to na sa sha ya ne ho ma wa he na ya sa Shoya Namah. Tanaya wa asa cheya yanenam
Runahi ataya
Awa
jone ai. Tohiane tayawa krahuanale noei. Srahiana tahi akuarei tayala netro. Jamiana zate yokuaharei. Natua latre homa taraku jiatu. Mahayela nate yoko yorai. Trahamahihan.
Anayayana Shoho Shayarahaminiki Tatayayaya Yayana Hate Shauro Kompanta
Shonia tareya la tua kuahare no yana tena ho omoyero toyala hai srakia na no krahua yana te amai sroho na te yolo trahumarei Janahia haprohoi, Janahia haprohoi.
Nantarasa Chayaya Nasatatuana Chasaya Yanehi Telaorama
Sitialena tua kuarei atanahiare toiala. Sumianaya truahala teia hamanaya heria.
Araheyama Heyana Kahutusha
Janatia
Meyama
arareya naya kwa Jania yotaya naya hoi Janiata naya heyaka Janiato noya tayo Omoyolo, omoyolo Omoyolo tayawaha Omoyo, omoyo Aku ahena tayaha
So
Thank you so much.
thank you too. That was really fun. That was really beautiful.
That was so fun. I was at the beginning when I started the speaking. I wanted to join with you together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really look forward to how to doing that more often together.
Mhm.
And I really like that. It was really was there any impressions that came through for you?
There was so much, and just to see, like, look at her. Oh my God, Abby's like, she kept looking at you, and it was just so beautiful.
He was purring when like when we both started singing, like she'll meow and but she just starts purring and she's just like, yeah, this is great. We can do this all the time, right? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. She's just this little happy, like she's just like
Oh,
yeah. She loves when we sing light language.
Oh,
I was
sweetie.
like, yeah, yeah. Yeah, she's just loved it. So thank you for doing that with both of us together.
Hmm.
Um, there was for me, I kind of take it as when she joins in, I feel like there is she's recognizing the authenticity as well,
Mm-hmm.
um, of the moment and what is being shared, and adding her own essence to it, like her
Mm-hmm.
joy and her knowledge. Um, and but for me, there was one of the things that was coming through was that there was real appreciation that we both are accepting ourselves and accepting each other in this moment, and
Mm-hmm.
that is there can be, it can be fun, that there's so much fun,
Mm-hmm.
um, that there's play and power and sweetness, and yeah, but it was really enjoyable.
Yeah, it felt yeah, this place, how I'll speak about myself. Sometimes I fall into being the seriousness of the matter, and this felt, there was that integration of like, okay, there's a seriousness aspect, and at the same time I enjoy and
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate and I
Mm-hmm.
play and I love, and
Mm-hmm.
there's lightness as well,
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
in the seriousness there's such expansion and lightness
Mm-hmm.
to the experience, and I could really feel that in my like in my
Yeah.
body. I could feel my heart
Yeah.
opening, and like my belly felt like so strong, and at the same time like just like deeply opened.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
one of the things that came up was like, there was a voice that in my head that said, "You're not really listening. Are you really listening to what she's saying? Are you getting the healing?" And I was like, "Yeah, I am. We're doing this together. Isn't this
Yes.
great? It's so much fun. Look at how beautiful she is singing lightning. Oh, you can close your eyes if you want to." Like, had to become less strict about how I wanted it to be and how I wanted to show up. And so it was interesting, right? Like, that's part of the integration. Like,
Mm-hmm.
even the human mind is saying, "Hey, it continues to judge sometimes." So it's like you have, like, turning to it and being, "Aren't you having fun? Isn't, look at your friend, look at what you're doing. You've wanted to do this for so long." Like, it really was encouraging, and the laughter, and like seeing you laugh and seeing us smile at each other, and it's just, that is, that was healing and beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes not, it's not the meaning of every word or tone, it's what it helps remind you of
Mm-hmm.
in a
Mm-hmm.
different part of knowing.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah. Well
Love it.
said. I think, yeah, let's end with those words. Yes, the remembering. Thank you so much
You as well.
to everybody that is watching, and I'll leave your information, Em, if somebody wants to connect with you as well.
Yeah.
And I'll see you everybody in the next video. Bye. If you like this type of videos, please connect with me so we'll make more.
Yeah. Perfect.